box. This is your crib.
Yeah. Once again, we are in the building live at Studio 225, but today we're not at Studio 225.
Yeah.
We at a special location. Man, we just about to get right into this interview, man. It's your boy Dro.
DC.
20 G's.
Boy Chris in the building.
And we actually his guest today. We're here at the Elegant Desire stores right now.
Yeah. Looking at all this fly shit.
Fly shit, man.
Y'all boys better come shop. I better not see none of you musty niggas out here without nothing on that ain't in here.
There's no excuse for it. Man, this man is an entrepreneur. He's a motivation to the community. Always giving back, always doing good shit, man. He's a good brother all the way around the board, man. Go ahead and introduce yourself, bro.
Hey, what's going on? It's Bone. Deonte Brunson, but everybody know me as Bone.
Yeah.
Or Wise One. Either name you want to choose to call me. It's fine. Yeah.
And so what's going on with you today, brother?
All is well, man. All is well, man. Blessed, man, you know, to be in existence, man, and having the opportunity to do this. You know, this is one of the callings that God been sending me on already as far as to be more vocal and speak, you know, to whoever choose to want to even hear whatever a person got to say out their mouth. So you know, I'm honored. You know, I appreciate y'all. I value y'all time.
Definitely. Glad you had this come through, man.
We appreciate you guys.
man.
For sure.
We wanted to make this happen, about a year ago?
Yeah.
You know, things happen and shit, but we finally here to make this happen, man. And like we said, the spot is dope.
Yeah, man. I'm
what
just
you're
like,
doing.
I keep looking and everywhere I look, I'm like, damn, it's something else.
It's like I'm throwing together.
It's artwork everywhere.
I'm throwing together
It's
outfits
nice.
in my mind too. It's
Right, it's like, bam, that go with that. You would take,
Who did you have bless you with the artwork?
Okay, so with the artwork, it's a great friend of mine named Nana. Man, that man is so talented. Like, me and him, we first started off with when we redid Tobin and Whitney Park. That's where he first started to. So if you had went to Tobin and Whitney Park before, we just readjusted it again, and it used to be a lot of different paintings up there. Had a lot of my brothers and them names up there. A lot of different characters and stuff for the kids. So when they came, like, you know, that was a neighborhood park that was tore down, and we put it together. This is our second, you know, setup.
Yeah, for sure. That's dope. So what made you want to get a spot like this in the first place, man? What made you want to get involved in the fashion world and everything?
Okay, so for me, honestly, like, this particular portion of my journey started about 12 years ago when I came home from prison.
Okay.
And honestly, man, I just knew that I needed to change up things, man, and I wanted to, you know, try something else. So I prayed to God to give me, you know, the resources, and, you know, my journey started. As you know, like, I have multiple businesses. This is probably like the 10th business I done got to, you know. So it's steps to it, you know. It didn't just happen overnight. Even with this store location, when I first opened it up, 5 years ago, it was a beauty supply store in a salon, and what made me even get motivated to even want to open up this particular location was just. At that time, a lot of our black movement was going through having a lot of issues with a lot of these beauty supply stores, and this was something that was nationally going on. Yeah. So, you know, me being the type of person and the type of heart I have, it gave me the thought to say, okay, well, let's open up one down here in the city. So, you know, I was the first black-owned beauty supply store around this neighborhood. So, you know, it just. That's how I started, though.
That's big salute on that, because that's definitely needed in the community.
Yeah. You know, we need that. I ain't gonna lie, man. We always talk about it. We had Carla come down to the studio. She has a beauty salon store, pretty much, right? Yeah. That she's working now. So in our community, like, we tend to shop with everybody and spend our money everywhere. We never bring that back to the city or into our own communities.
Yeah, and that right there, man, is very important, because if you really, I'll just take it back to even like a lot of our ancestors coming straight out of slavery, like, in having less resources than we have at this present moment.
Sure.
And they understood the importance of being able to come together and work together. And that's how they was able to have, like, Tulsa, Oklahoma, and all these other places that they was able to bring the small pieces of resources that they had, and then they started to own the grocery stores, the barber shops, the banks, like everything within their own communities. And before, a lot of our ancestors was taken out of them positions. And so what I realized was I seen how, because I study, so I seen how prosperous it was when we were working together.
Really?
And when you had certain people who seen that take place, they had to stop that.
Yeah, it got real violent.
Yeah, and one thing about it, if you realize that's what's still taking place today, it's just not taking place within our communities, you know. Like everywhere else, like you got people that come from overseas and do things, and what they understand is structure and really not having those egos or those I need to be bigger than you type of mindset. Because with that type of mindset, you never gonna grow to become, you know what I'm saying? Everybody got to be able to understand their positions and play those positions and be willing to say, okay, if bro got $20 and I only got 10, that's okay. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right. You want to make this 30 work.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I agree.
So, but
no, that's dope, man. Yeah, I mean, the concept has always been real, man. Like, y'all got brands from, like, everybody.
Yeah.
But not just, like, the major brands, right? You got, like, Re-Rock. You got, what else did we just see?
Salute to my guy, Re-Rock in the motherfucking building.
Yeah, Re-Rock in the building. It's a bunch of stuff. Name off. I mean, let us know, man. Like, for folks.
We got Eli. You speaking as far as brands that within this area, like, so I can't say when we first started, we had a lot of different brands. And one thing I learned is consistency, man, and constantly putting things out there and growing with the changing trends that we have. At this moment, we got Eli, we got Re-Rock, we got Didi, he about to bring his joggers in. We kind of don't have too many local brands at this present moment. We have changed how we go about even bringing them in, just based off of exclusiveness and product and quality. That's one thing. I don't deny nobody as far as they want to bring their brands in here, but I also educate them as well and help them understand. First of all, us being black and trying to deal with a lot of our people critique it like they
want quality.
It's different.
They own you. Like they accept something for somebody else before they accept somebody else from you. So it's like when you come, you want to come with it together. You know what I'm saying? So even the ones who choose to want to act like they want to hate on you, they can't do nothing but respect it.
Nice clothes that feel good. Everybody love it.
Yeah. So we got a couple of brands in here. But as far as how we go about choosing these brands, like you said, we do got a nice amount of brands. Right. So within the whole fashion portion of it is to me is art. Right. Like you said when you came in here, like y'all got a lot of art. Right. Yeah. Like so if you look at it from my lens and how I observed it all was everything is art, from the colors of the clothing that you see in here, from the graphics that's on them, everything is art. So that was a huge part of when we picking inventory and stuff like that. Then another one is like a lot of the brands that we focus on is positive brands. So before I got into this, like a huge portion before I even knew God was gonna bless me with a store was like it used to get to me when I would go to a lot of these stores, man, and I would see the stuff that they pushing on us. Right. It is like, and if I would go to a lot of these stores and I would be like, damn, it ain't shit that I want to wear in here. You know what I'm saying? Right. And then I said, okay, well, damn, when I got this, it's okay, well, what brands is unique? This other places, a lot of these brands that you see in here, these is fire name brands that's in other cities and states and stuff. Yeah. What my job was to do was to bring those brands to this city and give them options to choose from, instead of having to go to the same places and get the same thing and everybody pushing the same brands.
Right, like, you all got the same matching shirt.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
trying to show them something different. Like,
for sure.
Yeah, because I mean, from like, you got sweaters, you know what I'm saying? You got the sweatshirts,
hoodies, you got
jean joints,
you got leather jacket, man. Everything in this
saying, like, there's something for every type of
personality.
Personality,
is what I classify
yeah,
it as.
right, yeah,
So
yeah,
and that's
yeah.
what we focus on because everybody dressed. One thing I learned about this, like personalities, when people come in here, like
fashion is
just based off of their personality is what's gonna be what they pick up. You know what I'm saying? And I love to see that. You know, like to see what they go to. You know,
Yeah, something odd that you probably think wouldn't have hit. Now they come grab the shirt over here and then run up and grab some jeans. Like, man, I didn't even think those was going. But then they end up like, oh, okay, yeah, that's a nice fit. Yeah. Seeing the fashion from folks, I like that. Yeah, that's dope, man. I mean, y'all do a lot here. What else? I mean, like, I got hats up front and everything, man. What else do y'all?
I mean, so I'm gonna tell you, like for me, since I was young, I've always been a person that was into hustling. That's just what I was raised to be into. So before I even came home from prison, man, the old head was telling me when I was in jail, telling him what I was doing at the time. And at that time I was selling certain drugs and doing certain things that was gonna lead me right back in there if I ain't switch it up. And he said, man, everything you see is a product. You know what I'm saying? And
Same way.
That's how I look at things now. This is all product. So I mean, shit, do Amazon stop on what they got? You know, the only thing within this is the space. And we do plan on continuing to expand so we can have our own portion of what Amazon have. So, you know, this is just the clothing. Like I said, we got multiple businesses. So within that, whatever we can provide for our community, why continue to take this money that can be utilized to build our structures in our community and help our youth and help our other communities grow? Why continue to take that outside of there? Like, you know,
it
like,
makes no sense.
No, it don't. You know, it don't. Like, of course, if it's certain things that we have to go,
you're gonna have to.
You know,
for the most part, you
Other
can.
communities aren't doing that.
no,
Exactly.
no.
They build their own shit.
Think of mostly every store you went in today, you know, and brought whatever. How many of them people were really that own them company really going to come back and say, "Hey, what business you got? Let me invest.
Let me
into
help you get
your
your
And we are never like it's just going to continue to dry us out. Like, and that's why our neighborhoods is the way that they are. So.
And
That's
that's
keep the black dollar really.
that's another thing that I feel is special about stores, or I call this like a boutique for real. You know what I mean? Because you could go to the Gucci store, Fendi, Louis Prada, whatever, buy that expensive shit, and it might not even look good. But people buying it because of the
they
name
definitely ain't
brand.
gonna respect you.
Man, I'd rather come here, shop with Bone, get some fresh Eli the Bandman shit, some Apex Predator, a local brand, somebody who I fuck with. I'm gonna look good in the shit. It's not as expensive, and you supporting your own. You know what I mean?
For sure.
What other ventures do you have going on? Because you've been a hustler since hustling. So,
Oh man. So I would say I was just telling my friend that like what I got active. Because
for sure.
I'm gonna tell you one thing within this business, like how they say you got to be a risk taker. Like I got a lot of businesses, man, that I invested money in that ain't do much in anything. So just the one that I have active that is doing, you know, good that I enjoy. I for 12 years I've been selling hair, bundles of hair. That's I love hair. You know what I'm saying? Never thought that I'd be selling bundles of hair.
that shit brings it back
For sure. So I still got the hair going on at the clothing store next door. I got the hall. Got the food truck outside, and another business. My first business when I came home was Tons of Fun. That's the costume characters, inflatable bounce houses, and stuff like that.
Shit, for real?
Yeah,
still do it?
Yeah, for sure.
sure.
So with that, with a
familiar
lot of the
with that.
businesses that God done blessed me with, I delegate. Now I'm learning how to delegate. Like I'm learning how to become a business owner instead of a worker all the damn time. You know what I'm saying? But of course, you know, you got to put that work. You got to learn it yourself before you can put anybody in position. But that's what it is. And for me, that's always was the goal, to get businesses started and delegate them to other people, like, and let them run it and then continue to move forward. And when you got great team and good people, that's possible. You know what I'm saying? So I'm blessed that God has blessed me with amazing people that I can delegate a lot of the businesses that God has blessed me with. So I'm cool.
for sure. Talk about the hall next door a little bit.
Okay. So the hall is a business that when it comes to financially it hasn't made really of a profit. And I had about 3 years, but I can give you what the hall have offered. The hall have offered AA meetings for the neighborhood. Dope. It has offered back to school giveaways. It has Christmas events, mentoring the youth.
Right. So it ain't paying back financially, but it's giving back.
So let me just tell you how this started with me. Like when I first started, I promise you, bro, I started with $300 in faith in God. Like, like I asked God to give me tools to help my brothers and sisters in my neighborhood, you know, and that's what he did. Yeah. So I look at all of the things that I have accumulated over those years as God's, because at any given time, I could be taken away from it, and this stuff's still going to be here, on to the next. So I never forget that. So even with the lack of financial profit within that, God blessed me with other businesses. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I just wanted you to get the understanding of the financial side of it.
It's paying it forward in its own way. Yeah.
And I'm going to be honest with you, bro. Like about a year and a half ago, especially when things was real tight and stuff, like I was ready to get that up. And God like, dude, like
that's you. Yeah.
Before anything, like you wanted a mentoring program. You wanted to have a place where you can mentor these kids or mentor or give back classes for even adults, because that's where I'm at with it now. Like it's not just about the youth. Like I have a lot of knowledge to help business owners grow in a lot of different areas, and that's something that I'm opening up this year to be able to give back in that way. Okay. So the hall is amazing, man.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
You have any like events coming soon at the hall, or you haven't planned them yet?
Okay, so I personally don't have any. I have it to like so. Bro, Re-Rock got something. He got a pop-up shop coming up on the 21st. Okay, it's a couple different events going on this particular month. Now, starting next month. We do have where we starting up a paintball league.
Okay, that sounds fun right there.
Yeah,
well, you gotta count to live at 225 in on that.
Okay, and it's gonna be nice, man. We building teams up across the Akron as of right now, but it's gonna grow to become a lot bigger. We got sponsors who have been already donating to fund it, and then we also looking for more sponsors. So, but it's beautiful. So like. Once the that paintball league start up, because I know for a fact it's therapeutic in a lot of ways. Yeah. So how it's gonna be set up is before we even go paintballing, we meet up and we have an hour and a half where we all able to sit down and just discuss what we got going on as men, as the youth that's maybe there.
That's what that hall.
Yes.
Sit down, eat some food.
Yep. Yeah. So that's fire. We got that going on.
I'm definitely with that.
Yep, and then another thing God just laid on me, the Bibles will be here tomorrow, is we're doing Bible study. Okay. Like I know a lot of times, like even myself, like I steered away from a lot of, especially when it comes to religions and things like that. Yeah. But for me, it's funny, I heard Cat Williams say the other day, like I studied a lot of different religions. I heard Jay-Z said, and I honestly know for a fact that it's so much truth in that Bible, you know, especially the New Testament. Man, I ain't gonna even put it on the new. It's so much, but just hearing the story of Jesus Christ, not how people give it to me, but actually reading it, I'm like, damn, there's a lot of game in here, you know. And I know from me just speaking to brothers and sisters when I be highlighting and I be telling them, they're like, damn, bro, you broke it down in a way that I can understand it. Yeah. And you know, I feel like that's another portion of my purpose to step into that. So I'm not saying I'm just this straight scholar, but I'm ordained by God to give me what I need to know to be able to share to whoever wants to listen to it.
That's dope. Do you think the time you spent incarcerated kind of helped you draw closer to God?
Nah. I would say, like, even when I was a little kid, like, I always was into God. Like, you know, I could say when I got to a place of when I became a lot more violent and when I was in situations where I felt like God wasn't there with me, them thoughts of the devil and negative energy tried to steer me away and make me feel that God wasn't there for me. Right. And I can honestly say, you know, it caused me to have such a more callous heart at that time of growing up. So, but no, I always knew God, man. And I realized that at my age now, like it was all for a purpose. Everything that I experienced, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
so,
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Man. Everything we do, everything's for a purpose.
for sure.
Yeah, man. Without it, you know what I'm saying? You don't build that character, so on and so forth, man. We've been talking about a lot of stuff that we plan on doing in the future on some humbug. Like I was clowning around, like, yeah, man, I can legally marry people in Ohio. So I'm like, man, we should do like a 420 type situation where we marry people and a whole little event or whatever. Now, you got a little hall over there next door.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all welcome.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, y'all welcome.
I mean, maybe you can come give some people some word, you know what I'm saying? In your language, you know what I'm saying? In our language, but you know what I'm saying, more urban, folks can understand it a little better.
He's
you know
like
what
an
I'm saying?
urban translator.
Yeah. I mean, like for real, in religion, I feel like that's the disconnect, right? We used to our parents' church or whatever. Like you get up, you go to church early in the morning.
Preacher man,
you in
being
that
real
joint
preachy.
all day long. Yeah, he preaching to you down there, right? That's what it feel like. And then you get up, you leave, you go have dinner or whatever, like, and then you back to your ways or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I learned, man, it's your testimony, man, and like we all have one, and that's the best. Like that's the best Jews. Like that's why God put us here. Like we all got Jews to pass on. You know,
For sure.
I learned that. I was just telling my friend that as well. Like I learned it ain't everybody's calling to do that. So you can't expect everybody that has been through something to share what they have experienced. But I know for myself. That is definitely for me, Yeah,
you definitely got a story that needs to be told and needs to be heard. You know what I mean? I feel like coming from somebody like yourself, you can actually get the youth, certain guys that may be out in the streets and shit. You could get their attention. You could get them to hear what you're saying. They might not get that same message from a preacher. He could be saying the same exact shit that you're saying, but they're not going to feel it from a preacher the way they feel it from you because you've experienced certain things.
Right.
And you know what I mean? You speak their language. You know what I mean? That's definitely a blessing. You know what I mean? I know you've been through a lot of shit, but at the end of the day, look at you, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Doing nice for yourself. You know what I'm saying? For your community, in fact.
For the community, yeah. Definitely.
And one thing I also like to let people know, man, like is especially when it comes to monetary and materialistic things, like, because I'm going to be honest, even when I was young and in the streets, I had monetary stuff. I had materialistic stuff. And it took for me to be in my early 20s for God to allow me to get it. I'm going to say he gave it to me. I'm going to say he allowed me to get it. For me to be sitting there like, damn, God, take all this away. Because I still wasn't happy. You know what I'm saying? So I have learned the real value of success. And this is a small portion of what success is, you know what I'm saying? So I also like to explain that to people, like, because I like a lot of people, especially like they see me, like, and they see, oh, he driving Benzes, he doing this, he got businesses, like, man, I go through shit every single day.
So it's the same. It don't mean that I'm right.
You know what I'm saying? So I just like to let people know that, because I also realize that with social media too and outlets, is a lot of times people sit back and they see what others have going on, and they don't realize, like, damn, like, you don't know what this person is experiencing on the day to day. Like, like, don't get so caught up into what you see them having or what accomplished they have, like, and look at yourself like, I ain't doing shit. Like, nah, like,
you can't do that. That's social media is built that way to tear you down like that.
Yeah, I got a question for you, bro. You said something, your journey that you're on, right? Do you feel like it's more so you trying to find a balance?
Well, I have been learning how to balance for like the last 2 years. My uncle, before he transitioned, that was one of the things. I had all this going on, and I went and stopped and talked to him about a week or two before he transitioned, and he was telling me, like, you'll find happiness when you find balance. And that's what I've been working on. Like, I can't say that is just perfect, because one thing I also realized is I can't control the next individual, regardless if it's my children's mother, like it could be my business.
You can't control what you can't control.
Yes. So within, I had to learn balance of what I may want to what I'm going to receive, and be appreciative and grateful for whatever that may be. And that's how I look at that. It's just being grateful for, like, whatever. Like I was saying when he asked me in the beginning, like, how is your how everything going? All is well. But if I sat here and I broke down a lot of the stuff that went on today, you'd be like, damn, bro, you ain't. You still did
like taking the good with the bad and trying to outweigh the bad with the good type shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I try not to look at things as bad. I look at it as a lesson that I need to, and it's something. Optimism is what I try to look at every single situation at, because when it seems like I do that, I never come out of here stressing and
glass half full.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah. That's dope. Tell us about this mural behind us.
Oh, yeah. So I'm a
Go ahead.
So like, if you see his names on the wall, like these is like, and this is one of the main things I love to show people when they come in here, is because especially like the young ones that be from different sides of towns, you know what I'm saying, and a lot of them, you know, they beefing with each other right now. Yeah. So when they come in here and I get to show them like my brothers, like not just people, these is my brothers.
Real shit.
From all sides of towns, and how we collectively work together. You know what I'm saying? We build. Right. Of course, you always had we had beefs with each other and stuff like that. But I just put a couple, because you know, if it was
you would fill the wall.
The whole story.
The whole damn story would filled up. But these just some of the names of my best friends and just brothers and sisters, man. And then this young brother right here, man. Bino, was amazing spirit that God allowed to come in the city. Yeah, you know, and he put his imprint down, and he definitely deserved to be on that wall. So,
absolutely.
That's and then my girl, that's my sweetheart right there. Miss Elsie, man. Anybody that's, you know, from over.
If you from the east side,
you should know. When I say that woman put up with so much of my bullshit, that's why she up there.
She had a heart of gold.
So much of my shit.
She had a heart of gold for sure.
Yeah, so.
That's beautiful, bro.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, and I got God's Chosen Ones. That's the organization that God laid on me. And it's funny how my friend who helped me even start the paperwork, Yvette, like back, that was December 25th, 2012, sitting at your house, and she helped me put the paperwork together in the mission statement. And I've been going there ever since, but it's God's chosen ones.
Salute the vet on that, man.
That's right.
We definitely gonna
network, man.
We
just found a new person to network in the podcast world, people.
I'm
telling you, it's gonna be fun.
Shout out your podcast one time.
Life
Her Podcast. I know a lot of y'all are already tapped into it, but if you're not, you need to get in tune. Speaking of podcasting, we was having a conversation on the other side a little earlier. You were saying that you got all of this equipment and shit for a podcast.
You dabble
use
too,
it yet, man. What you doing?
So when I got that, I still, so man, when I tell you I got totes, and this is some things people gotta realize as well. I got totes full of ideals and things that God done blessed me with. Literally, bro. Like I told you, I had a salon. Like it's sitting in the basement. Like I got. So my whole thing with that was to be able to just structure it and of course be able to vocalize what I had on me. But I felt like at that time it wasn't right. And that's why it's sitting there. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you'll have passion to say, I want to do this, but it just ain't the time for it. You know what I'm saying? So I learned to just let stuff sit till God says it's time. You know, bro.
It's still here. It's waiting on you.
And when I say, man, cameras and shit like that, bro, like me growing up, I was naughty. I was telling bro, even when today, I went to the gym before because I had to release some stress, and the stress was me being on these cameras was like me going to get a sentence going to jail. I promise you, it caused
get that feeling,
anxiety and shit.
You know, but I realized from reading the Bible and God just even speaking to, you know, allowing the Spirit to guide, and that's what I did. I prayed on it before I even sat down with y'all. Like, God, you tell me what it is that you want me to share, because you know a lot of times we get caught up in self.
We won't get the point across.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, no doubt, man. And I definitely appreciate you letting us come in here and do this. Cause like you said, I know you don't really be fucking with the cameras and all of that shit. You a low key person and shit. You about your business, but I felt like this would be a good interview. This would be a good spot to come do it instead of you having you come to us.
I appreciate that.
Well, I mean, I still want to have you come double back on us.
And I'm welcome to do that. I really value that you stopped through. You know what I'm saying? That means a lot to me. Because even when people reach out to me and stuff like that, like I have like over the years, I done had people reach out to me. Oh,
Sure,
come
definitely.
do this. But my biggest thing is how I'm gonna come to you and you never came to here to even
Right,
see
to
what I
even see
have.
what
You
I'm
just gonna
doing.
ask me
Right.
questions
Yeah,
and stuff.
right.
Like especially, it's a difference
see
if
it.
you in a
Right.
different city, state, or
Right.
something
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah. But you here,
over
come to the store.
yeah, and then we can build. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
no,
That's just
for
out of
real.
respect
Yeah,
for each
yeah,
other. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
for
So
real. Yeah,
that's
yeah.
all.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, man.
They gotta respect that because they
Yeah.
probably thinking the same thing.
And I mean, like,
You know
bro,
what I
if
mean?
you step in here, most people probably don't want to come in here because they're afraid they're gonna buy something.
Like
start
Target
there,
or
like,
Walmart,
you know
you
what
go
I'm
in that bitch and you like, I'm gonna just get one
Like,
thing
yeah,
and
man,
like,
I
come
ain't-
in and be like, you know
I'm
what?
I'm gonna come in here, but I ain't getting nothing. And then walked out with a bag or two, like,
And we definitely appreciate it.
most definitely,
For
most
sure,
definitely.
man. Man, give them the address, man, to the store, man.
It's 83 South Arlington, Akron, Ohio. Yep, 83 South Arlington, Akron, Ohio.
What's the store hours?
Right now we back open. We back open Monday through Saturday, 11 to 7:30. We going back to 7:30. We was at 7, but we going back to 7:30.
For sure. So ain't no excuse for you niggas be walking around here looking like bums and shit,
Yeah,
man.
man. Look, that's prime
Busty,
time.
that's
Man. You can get up earlier, come get you a fit, or you still got till 7:30. You know what I'm saying? You figure most of the time everybody fast late anyways, right?
Hey, and another thing, we got like VIP too. We got
Oh, yeah,
we got
so,
delivery
yeah.
services
Oh, yeah.
for those who
Right,
you know
right,
be a
right.
part. And then I got people that call me even when I'm closed. Hey, Bone, can you open
Right.
up?
Yeah, man. If I know you gonna
mind.
come, if I know you about to come in here and shop, I
I
can
don't
pull
mind.
up. Yeah.
And and you probably gonna be getting a fair amount of business tomorrow since Jodeci is in town. Y'all need to
man.
come here, go ahead and copy you an
come
outfit
get all y'all fits from
Elegant-
up here.
Elegant Desires.
Right.
So you ain't out there looking all crazy and shit.
And just to let you know, so we started off. That's how things transition. We started off with Elegant Desires, but now we just took it down to ED.
Yep.
That's
So you don't know
ED
yet.
clothing, but the
ED
Elegant
clothing.
Desire is still
It's
over
still in
here.
there. Yeah,
it's
for
the
sure.
brand
Yeah,
of
yep.
Yeah. So yeah.
Definitely, man. That's dope.
Yeah,
Who
man.
made you come up with the name?
Elegant Desires.
Yeah.
Well, that was because at that time I was selling hair, and it was elegant. I had to fire his hair and still do.
Right. Still got the best
Like,
yaki in the business.
And
Right.
it's something that women
I don't even
desire.
know it.
You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
So that's where that name came for. And then when I broke it down to the ED, it's just eternal destiny. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like that's how I broke it down.
That's
You know what I'm
hard.
saying?
Yeah.
So
One time or type shit.
Yeah, man. It mean everything. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
That's
right.
nice. That's nice. Like, so how do everybody, if they want to book the hall?
they usually reach out to me. I got a few different lines. They can reach out to me on 330-760-9978 or 234-817-9948. They just reach out, or DM me
book?
on Facebook, Instagram.
Yeah.
We got a bunch of different pages, but some people reach out to me on the personal page, Bone the Wise One on Instagram, or my name, Deonte Brunson, on Facebook, or the store page, ED Clothing on Facebook, or ED Clothing Store Akron on Instagram.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Oh, yeah, so you
Or
can
stop
find
in.
Yeah,
just
stop in.
in.
Yeah,
Come
yeah,
in
yeah.
this month.
83 South Arlington
Yeah,
Street.
yeah, oh, yeah. If you type it in, if you Google the name, it'll pop up. Get the address. If you don't know, it's right here by the Circle K.
Right by the Circle K on
Yeah,
Arlington.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
Man, y'all pull up and come shop, man. Support your people.
definitely, man.
Oh, yeah, man. Thanks for having us come through, bro. Without
appreciate
you, it
y'all.
ain't no us, man. So
For sure.
we definitely
Without
appreciate you having.
us, it ain't no us. Like,
Say that. Say that.
Like, for sure. It's we like my bro Re-Rock, man. I'm gonna tell you, like, we
Step in
were
the
talking-
camera one time, bro.
Come on,
Step in the
man.
camera, man.
Yeah. We closer to the end now, man. You come step in,
Yeah.
talk some stuff.
So-
So, a couple seconds.
Just yesterday we was having a conversation, man.
Yep.
Yeah, we was having a conversation yesterday, and I was just explaining to him, because I'm always the type of person, I want to bring everybody in with what we got going on.
Right.
And then God just laid it on me to tell me, like, it ain't for everybody, because everybody don't have that call spirit to want to give back to others. Some
Drive
people
to
are
do
just
something,
about home, about their family, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Because God didn't create everybody to be the same. But I was explaining that to him about the new ventures we got going on, and instead of trying to reach out to everybody, just see who want to come and be a part.
Yeah.
And he had brought up Forrest Gump. I didn't remember the damn movie like that, but he made it. He's like, bro, like man, that's like Forrest, man. When Forrest started running,
Right.
Like, he like, man, when Forrest started running, he running by himself, and then everybody just followed behind his ass. Ain't even know why they was running. They just running with him. You know what I'm saying? And then he said at the end, you know, they stopped. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't tripping like, damn, like what the hell was we running for?
Nothing. They
He
just
said
went on about their
they
life.
just enjoyed the
run.
like
Journey.
yeah,
That's a hell of
journey.
a hell of an analogy.
Yeah,
That's real. Yeah, that's real, man.
So, you know, that's what this is about, man. You know, we just enjoying the run.
Enjoying
man.
the job, bro. Yeah, most definitely. So, man, what's up, bro?
Talk a little bit
Talk about it, man. You know what I'm saying? All the fire gear, man.
This was Bones' interview, man.
No, this
he
is
needed
our
it.
interview, bro. You know we don't do that, man.
Oh, we're gonna pull you up, man. You really want to talk, but you're here.
Introduce
He
yourself. Matter of
needed
fact, start
that,
there.
man. Re-rock, man. I'm coming with something. I don't know what. But it was he needed his flowers, man. People, he behind. He like Slim, man. But it's time for him to come out, man, because he got a lot of dope ideas and things he brings to the table.
Definitely.
Man.
Thank you, brother.
And he just he need to let him know, man. That's what I tell him, man. Because like he said, we were talking. That was just came. That analogy came. I watched that movie a million times, but when he was expressing what he was feeling, like
That's what
as far as about like I'm tired of reaching. Not tired, but I don't want to keep reaching out to people to explain what I'm doing. I'm like. When Forrest started running, they ain't even know, bro. But they coming. If they wasn't coming, they wasn't coming. It wasn't about tripping.
It wasn't about
but you see how big it got, and like you said, how you was saying, how it built up, and then like you said, they ran and they didn't get mad. Like you tried to running like they didn't. They just happy. They went back home.
Right.
He stopped. They just stopped too and just went on
Like,
by
all right,
their
cool.
shit.
Let's go back to life.
But I got a lot of collabs coming. Band Man, Frank.
Yeah. Mark Clough, shout out
All
to Frank
that,
Miller.
Yeah.
Just working. I'm learning from him, man. He's showing me everything, man.
Definitely.
Ty, man.
Definitely.
We
Yeah,
trying to
bro.
get it together.
Come on here, man.
Yeah, man.
Another good brother right here, man.
Like, for
Hey,
real, man.
I'm grateful to God, man, for the people that he been sending me. I prayed on it, man. And he been sending me some amazing people, man. Yeah.
There you go.
He doing a lot, man.
Well, we out. Bam. Yeah, man. Shout yourself out, man. Shout your handles out, man.
Yeah, what you
Tell
got
them how they
going
can
on?
find you and stuff like that.
So man, it's I'm Ty Great. I'm on the music, the clothes, man, everything. Entrepreneur, serial entrepreneur.
How we find your music and stuff?
Ty Great on all platforms.
GRIT?
2 T's.
2 T's. Yeah.
Okay, for sure. How they find you on social media? What's your handles?
Ty_330.
Okay.
On everything.
Yo,
Oh, yeah, we definitely about to check the music out.
We're
Man.
gonna tap in. We're gonna bring, like you said, we're gonna bring
Have
you to the
everybody
studio
come
too,
through,
man.
man.
Yeah, everybody come
We rock. How everybody tap in?
Yeah, that's
with you,
all
bro?
this
man.
means.
Oh,
We
man.
trying to
Come
cop the
to
gear,
the
trying to
studio.
get up with you.
That's all this means.
Come to ED, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. We get your custom pieces. The pieces we got coming, they coming here first for sure.
Yeah.
And
Like to hear that.
it's work,
dope.
man. He bringing this. I'm telling y'all, man. 2024 about to be crazy, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we got some nice things we bringing to the table, man. Like anybody that stopped through here, man, that know, like young, old, like they know, like I'm always passing off jewels. Like most of the time, you come, you ain't gotta buy shit. Like you ain't gotta buy nothing at all. Like you gonna get something from out of here. You know, there's more valuable than even these clothes. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause this is more than just a this is more than just a clothing store. It's funny how God showed me, like this is like, you know how people like pastors have their churches and stuff like that. That's what this is. Like this is just,
Yeah, man.
you know,
Our churches, all you need is 4 walls and the door, bro.
Real shit.
Is what you
for
put
sure,
in there
man.
is what's church,
For
bro.
sure, man.
So,
Yeah.
That was definitely, dog. I'm glad you had us come through. We definitely look forward to coming back.
Alright, y'all as well, brother.
Appreciate
Get it
this,
together,
man.
You know what I'm saying? This is a fire.
Yeah, man, this was dope, man. Any last words that you want to say before we slide? Anything you want to shout out? Whatever. Any future plans? Plug it in. Anything.
Yeah, man, come in. That's what
83,
Come in this motherfucker.
83 South Arlington, man.
Yeah, you
It's
want to know?
something.
You want to know what's
Every
going
day,
on?
7
Come
Sunday.
in.
Yes, sir.
I'm just running, sir.
Right.
Just run it. Yeah.
Come run with me, man.
Hey,
Hell yeah.
yeah.
Real shit. I like that analogy, though, man. Thanks again, though, for having us come through.
Appreciate y'all,
Appreciate
man.
y'all. Live Studio 225. We go.